Hey Amanda, do you want to hang out this weekend?
I don't think I can. I have all this homework and plus there's this science test too. I'm really sorry.
Welcome to Johnson Heights Secondary School, home to the Eagles.
Hi, my name is Melissa. My name is Amanda. And I'm Damari. And we are the Math Team.
Today, we're going to be uncovering how teachers and students feel about homework.
We will be interviewing two students from each grade and a few staff members that day. What they say might surprise you. Together, we will find out the truth about homework. Let's begin.
So my name is Nick. I'm in grade 8.
I'm Crystal, I'm in grade 8. And I'm Nathan, and I'm in grade 8 too.
Hi, I'm Mark, and I'm in grade 9.
I'm Sabrina, and I'm in grade 9.
Hi, my name is Eddie Wong, and I'm grade 9.
Hi, my name is Jed, and I'm grade 10.
My name is Olivia. I'm in grade 10.
I'm in grade 11.
Hi, my name is Wood. I'm grade 11.
I am in grade 12.
Hello, I'm Mr. Zanata, and I teach English and Social Studies here at Johnson Heights Secondary.
Hi, I'm Miss Keller. I have been teaching here for 5 years, and I teach English 8 and Integrated Studies 9.
Okay, my name is Cynthia Weldon, and I'm the Vice Principal at Johnson Heights Secondary School.
Let's begin with a few questions for our teachers.
On average, how many hours of homework do you think that each student gets per day?
I would say grade 8's maybe half an hour to an hour, and whereas when you're getting up to grade 12, it might be more like 2 or 3 hours, but it depends on the student.
Well, I would hope it's not more than an hour if you're a junior student in grade 8 or 9, and I hope it's not more than, about 2 hours, 2.5 if you're an A student in the senior grades.
In all their subjects, they should have about an hour and a half minimum in different subjects, not necessarily all 4 subjects at one time.
How long do you think they spend on their homework?
I would probably say most of the students do it well and spend as much time as they need, but probably about 30% don't do it at all.
Students generally, not very much time at all.
How many hours of homework do you think a student should get?
I would like to see homework reduced, actually. And there are certain things that you're going to have to do homework on in home study, but I don't believe in homework for the sake of homework.
Interesting. Let's see how our students respond.
On average, how much homework do you get?
A lot, like homework every day.
I get a bit from each class. I usually get a bunch of homeworks, probably a lot every day.
3 pounds a day.
On average, how long does it take you to finish your homework?
Probably 5 days.
In academic subjects, it can take up to 8 hours.
Well, depending, maybe like 7 hours on average.
It depends. Usually I have projects, so I work maybe 2 hours a day at least.
How many hours of homework did you get as a kid?
I had at least that every night, an hour and a half.
I got a lot of hours of homework, but I don't think, and it was very, very stressful, actually.
What's your opinion on homework and stress?
I think homework can be very stressful, and I think that the reason that it can be very stressful is because our modern world has changed.
I think teachers need to recognize that students have other subjects as well as our own, so we can't overload them with too much homework from one subject. We have to remember they have others as well.
Do you think there are more homework and higher expectations now on kids these days?
Yes and no. I think that there is less expectation to do homework, I think. But I think that it's more stressful and the expectations might be just as high in a different way.
But I know that kids today do feel the pressure, especially wanting to get into college or getting into university and having to take on all these academic courses.
Ever get stressed over the homework you get?
Occasionally, if I have too much over a short period of time.
Yes. All the time. Well, a scale from 1 to 10, 1,000.
Yeah, I do, especially if it's a project.
Yes.
Yes, fairly often.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 50.
Do you think the teachers give you a fair amount of homework?
Sometimes.
No. No, they should really consider that we have other classes, and they should consider the stress they're putting on us.
Some do, but sometimes I think it's a little too much.
Sometimes they give you too much, and sometimes they don't really give you any at all.
Maybe they could not give as much. Probably more class time instead of talking the entire class, explaining.
Okay, do you think the stress that you get affects how you perform in school?
Yeah, it actually can, because like if it overloads you, like the homework overloads, it's just like, I have so many things to do. It's like, no.
It actually does.
Do you think it affects your personality?
Yes.
Slightly, but not really in school, more at home.
Yes. For example, it's the social stereotype of what people call nerds, but it doesn't always have to be bullied or something.
Do you stay up late at night doing your homework?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, even yesterday.
It's important for teenagers to get sleep and not be up all night doing homework.
Do you have any tips for students on homework and how they can avoid stress?
I would say make sure that you manage your time well and kind of plan out how you're going to do something. If you're assigned a really large project, don't leave it to the last night. Use the time wisely and then you'll have less to do at home.
Do you think the best place is to do your homework and study?
So I think whatever works for you, it's good to have a place where you go where you're not distracted. So probably not in front of the TV.
I really think that depends on the personality of the child or student. I really think that students need to understand their own type of personality, and then they have to work at home to find a place that's their space to study, and it depends on what personality they have.
It should be the same place every day, and it should be someplace quiet, away from distractions, no TV, no cell phone. Maybe the student's bedroom, a desk in their bedroom would be appropriate. Perhaps there's a family room in the house where there's a table or a desk where they can spread things out and study, but there shouldn't be a TV on in the room, there shouldn't be other people in the room socializing. It needs to be completely quiet.
Mr. Zanata brought up a very good point. Many students should work in quiet places so that they won't get distracted. Maybe the reason that students get so much homework is because they're easily distracted by friends and their electronic devices. Let's find out.
How long do you spend on your electronic devices in class and at home?
In class, like, sometimes I use it, but then at home, a lot. Like, it's mostly my whole day. Like,
An hour.
In class, not much, but at home, a lot.
I don't spend any time in class, but at home I usually take like an hour for playing on my phone.
Probably like 10 years.
Do you think if you spent less time like on your electronic devices, you would have less homework?
yeah, I agree.
No,
Why?
because usually the homework is assigned whether you've done work in class or not.
Do you think homework helps?
I guess it does, like, but then if you get a lot, it doesn't really, because like you have to worry about it a lot, and then it's just like.
Okay. Do you procrastinate a lot?
Sadly, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
That's pretty interesting. Now let's ask our teachers our final questions.
Do you think it's mandatory to give homework, and do you think it helps?
I don't think it's mandatory. I think it can help, and I think it depends on the course and depends on the student.
I don't think homework should be mandatory. I don't think it should be marked homework for homework's sake.
I don't think it needs to be written down that it's mandatory. I think it would be natural. I think it's only natural for teachers to give some homework some of the time.
Do you think if you gave less homework, the student's performance at school will improve or decrease?
I don't know if it's necessarily about giving more or less. I think it's the quality of the homework. Like, I don't want to give students homework to do at home that is pointless.
Decrease.
There has to be enough home study for the child's achievement to increase. And I think generally speaking, if a student is doing home study at home on a regular basis, absolutely their marks are going to be higher. Absolutely, if you're university bound or trade bound to BCIT or someplace like that to get a trade, then you have to do some work. You're going to have to do some work. So you can't get through grade 11 and 12 without doing some kind of home study every day.
That is the truth
about homework.